Hey everybody, I'm back as promised this week with another installment in my updated EDC series. Last week I started out, I showed you what I carry in my Bellroy sling bag, and then I went through some options to add a pair of fingernail clippers. I know that doesn't sound too exciting, but I picked some kind of interesting clippers. If you want to watch that first part, I'll link to it below and maybe someplace up here, I don't know. I'll link to it definitely down below. So go take a look at that if you're interested in picking a pair of EDC fingernail clippers. But if that's not your thing, today I have a bunch of pocket pens. I'm going to go through all these, try them out, tell you about the features, and then decide on one for my EDC sling bag. I've got some Pokka pens that I reviewed, a long time ago. I'll put any reviews that I've done of these pens in the description below, put links to them. I've got an Olight O-Pen, I've got a James brand pen, we've got the ever popular Fisher Space Pen, we've got a couple pens from TEC Accessories that I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I've got some pens from CountyComm, and here's another one that I don't know if they even sell this anymore called the Inka Pen. So let's start out with the pens that I don't even think that they sell them anymore. If they do, I will, again, put the link to the reviews below, and I'll put a note if they have them or not still for sale. This is the Inka Pen. It's got a nice key ring attached to it. You might think that you would unscrew this part and pull out the pen, but no, the pen comes out the end here. And unfortunately, it doesn't post into this cap. So you pull it out and then you got to do something with this. Guess you could attach the key ring to something on your bag and you just pull it out and start writing with it. But it is really short, so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world to write with. So I'll try that one in just a second. We've got these CountyComm Pen-Go pens. They're really cute, especially this copper version. It's really nice. It's got a nice heft to it. There's a titanium version and a ultim version that's super lightweight. They're all about the exact same size. And so let's just open one of these. What we have here is the cap, which does not post on the back. And it is super small too. So you're not going to be writing the Great American Novel with any of these pens, but this one's kind of just as awkward to write with as this one is. And we got the TEC Accessories. This has a magnetic cap. It's kind of nice. It just pulls right off. So you could attach this to something inside your bag and reach in, just pull the pen out, write with it, and then put it back in. It is short, but it's a little bit more comfortable to write with than the CountyComm pen, because it's just very slightly longer, but it's just a little more comfortable. Maybe it's because it's thinner. So there's that one. Here's another one from TEC Accessories. It's longer. It's got a nicer length to it. It's got a magnetic cap, and then the cap does post to the back, but it's not magnetic, so it falls off. So you could write with this one. That's not so bad. And you could put a little clip on it and put it in your bag to make it easy. Then you got the Fisher Space Pen. It does post to the back, so you get a regular traditional pen feel when you're writing. I'm not really a huge fan of Fisher Space Pens because of the pressurized cartridge. They kind of write kind of globby and goopy, but a lot of people love these, so that is an option. Then you have the James brand pen here. It pulls out. It's got a little lanyard that you can kind of put down inside that cap, and then it closes very securely, and you've got another really nice traditional feeling pen. It's got a nice balance to it. I like that. And when you're done, you just pull it out and push it back in. Now, it doesn't have any kind of clip, so you're just going to have to reach into your bag and pull it out. Then we have the Olight O-Pen. It has a bolt action, so you just do that to extend and retract the tip, kind of like that. It's got a pocket clip, so you could clip it inside the bag. We'll look at that in a second. And then we have our little Pokka pens, or Pokka pens. I don't know how you say it. You pull it out, and it pops in the end there, like that. And you can write with it like a regular pen. They have another version that is metal. This cap is metal. It does not post on the end. So when you write with this one, it's kind of short, but it's not as awkward as these two, or actually these two. It's not as awkward as these two, but it is a little short. So you got that, and then you have to figure out what are you going to do with this thing while you're writing. Now, while we're talking about the Pokka pens, I'm going to put this one away just because it's the same as this one, except the cap doesn't post to the back, which means I don't want it because it'd just be something that I might drop or lose. So I'm putting that out of the running. Let's talk more about the Pokka pen. You can get an accessory, this pocket clip, which I kind of like. You just put it on there. Then you could clip it to your pocket. Or what I intend to do is, if you remember from last week's post video, I talked about this little pocket here in the Bellroy sling. I could just clip it right there, put it right to the side. So it's out of the way, but I know where it is. I can just reach in with my hand. I know where I'm going with it, and I can just pull it right out when I need to use it. And then I'll pull it out. I do this, and I'm writing. So let's do a quick writing test for this one. Got a good old field notes. Let's just say every geek's way of testing something. Hello world. It writes like a ballpoint pen, like a Bic pen. Is that bad? No, it's not bad, but you know, it could be better, but you're just going to be taking notes with this, so it doesn't really matter, right? So that's a contender. And we have this guy, the Olight O-Pen. Let's write that. Now this one's got a smoother flow of ink, a thicker flow of ink. So that's kind of a nice idea for that one. And it will clip inside this bag, just like that. Put it on the side, out of the way, grab it. Now it does use, I believe, a special refill. It's probably a rebranded refill of somebody's, but it says Olight on it. So you got this. It might be pressurized actually, which means it could get gloopy. That's an option, but I don't know, because if I needed to get another refill, I'd have to buy something special probably for it. I'll check that out here in a second. All right, we got the James brand pen. Has a really nice weight to it. It feels like this one, it feels like the Olight when you're writing with it. Let's see what kind of refill it has. Okay, it uses a D1 refill, which you can find it on Amazon or pretty much any shop online that sells pens for super cheap. You could get a whole pack of 10 of them for, gee, I don't know, very inexpensive. So that would be an easy pen to get a new refill for. So that's an idea, but it doesn't have a pocket clip. So it would just go in my bag like so, and I'd have to reach in and try to find it and fish it out. Not a big deal, but there is that. Now, I told you that I probably would not pick a Fisher Space pen because I don't like pressurized inserts. So let's try this. And I can even see that the ink is kind of gloopy on this tip. So I probably would not pick this one just for that reason. Let's try this TEC Accessories pen. put that on the end. All right, with that. This one feels pretty good, but I don't even know if they sell this one anymore, if anybody's interested in it. I don't know what kind of refill it uses either. Let me take it off the back here. Okay, it's going to use a zebra refill. So that's a concern if they're expensive. I don't know what the price is. I'll check into that for my conclusion. Okay, but I do kind of like the ease that you just, pull it off, do that. The length of it lends itself well to this pocket because it kind of sticks up. I can see it really easy and just grab it. But I would need to be careful that I don't lose the cap. I do wish it was magnetic on the back here. It's too bad that it's not. I already said that I probably wouldn't choose this one. This one uses a D1 refill too, and it's really easy to replace them. You just pull it out and push it in. So, and it looks like I need to get another one because it looks like that this one has dried up. I do kind of like it just because it looks cool, and I like the magnetic part of it and the ease of use of changing out the refills, but I don't know where I would put it in here because I don't have any place to actually hook it to, so it wouldn't get lost. So I could just stick it down in here and have to fish around for it. So that's probably a no-go. This is probably a no-go because it is just super, I can't even write with this one, awkward. I mean, it looks great, but it's very awkward to write with. It's very short. If you had tiny hands, you probably would like it, but I'm not going to pick this one. And I am not going to pick this one because it doesn't post on the back, and it's awkward to write with also. So that one's going back. So we're down to these 4. This one's kind of heavy. I want to keep my bag pretty light. I probably wouldn't choose this one. Probably not. That one goes back. I like this one, but it doesn't have a clip. I kind of like the clip convenience of clipping it to that pocket. So I don't think I'll take this one. And this one's too tiny to write with. Let me write with this one again. I think I'm going to go with the Pokka Pen. Why? Well, it's got this pocket clip, so I like that I can just clip it into my bag like that, put it on the side, that's where it's at, grab it, and use it. I also like that I already have a couple of them. I've got, altogether, I have 5 of them. I'm not going to include this one because I guess I could. I've got 6 of them. So I'm not going to run out of ink anytime soon because I'm not going to use them for anything other than just a quick jotting of a note or something like that when I'm out and about. So I think that I'm going with the Pokka Pen. Next week I'm going to walk through my choices either for an EDC flashlight or an EDC knife / basic multi-tool. So please be sure and subscribe and click that bell icon if you want to see that video. And if you got anything out of this video, entertainment-wise, information-wise, please give me a thumbs up because I would really appreciate it and it really helps the channel. And until next week, I hope you have a great day.